you all for being here today. I would like to discuss with you and hopefully inform you more on Ohio's concealed carry weapons and gun laws. I chose this topic in light of the recent shooting that happened in Orlando, Florida. While it was a very tragic event, it has once again brought out all of the people who I personally think are crazy who are against having guns, period. I would like to start off with stating the Second Amendment. On lawcornell.edu, it states that a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed upon. This states that American citizens have the right to buy, own, and keep guns as long as they are not bought or used with the intent of being unconstitutional. In turn, each state has its own constitution. In the Ohio Constitution, it states that the people have the right to bear arms for their defense and security, but standing armies in time of peace are dangerous to liberty and shall not be kept up, and the military shall be in strict subordination to the civil power. This states that Ohio citizens have every right to own guns, but for the reasons of self-defense and security only. As an Ohio citizen, you are not legally allowed to own a gun for the purpose to harm another human or to form any army. Does this stop people from owning or buying guns with the intent to harm? No, unfortunately it does not. Ohio is considered a shall-issue state. This means that anyone who meets the state's requirements to carry will be issued with a concealed carry permit. A concealed carry permit gives an individual the right to carry a weapon out in public as long as it is kept concealed from the public at all times. In this case, concealed means that it is covered by your clothing, in a bag, or kept in a vehicle out of sight. On usacarry.com, it says that there are a few steps to take to obtain your CCW. First, you have to find out if you are even eligible to apply for your permit. The requirements in Ohio are: you must be 21 years of age, Ohio resident for at least 45 days, resident of issuing county for 30 days, complete your application, color photograph taken within the last 30 days, set of fingerprints, and certification of competency with a firearm. There is a license fee of $55, and an additional $24 is required if it is necessary for you to have an FBI background check done. To get your competency certification, you must take a concealed carry class. These classes could be as short as 8 hours required or up to 24 or more hours, depending on where you take the class and who is running it. In these classes, you will learn more about your gun than just how to carry it. You will learn, most of all, gun safety when carrying a firearm in many different environments. You spend time learning marksmanship, techniques, and how to properly clean your firearm. The class will cover safe storage of your gun at home, correct carry in public, and on the go. In Ohio, there is a specific way your gun has to be placed if carrying it in your vehicle. If you are carrying your weapon in your car, it must be holstered and secured on you, put into a closed box or container that has a closing mechanism on it, and is kept in plain sight. You are allowed to have the gun loaded while carrying. If you are pulled over while you are carrying your weapon, there are many things you must remember to do. First, you must roll down your window and place your hands on the steering wheel before the officer approaches. Second, you must calmly state to the officer that you have your CCW and are carrying your weapon. Third, make sure you do not touch or make any attempts to touch your weapon unless told to do so by the officer. Fourth, do not exit the vehicle unless told to do so by the officer. And lastly, follow all lawful orders given to you by the officer. On ccwclasses.wordpress.com, it says that when traveling from state to state, you must first find out if the states you are traveling to will honor your concealed carry permit. This is called a reciprocity agreement. This means that while you are traveling through a different state, you may carry your CCW with you. There are currently 26 states that will honor an Ohio CCW. There are multiple places you are not allowed to carry your gun, whether you have your concealed carry permit or not. A few of those places are school safety zones, police stations, airports, courthouses, and child care centers. There are certain classes of people who are not allowed to carry concealed weapons. If you are a convicted felon, mentally disabled, illegal aliens, users of illegal drugs, the majority of non-immigrants, renounced U.S. citizens, veterans who are dishonorably discharged, fugitives, and those who have been convicted of domestic violence. For obvious reasons, these people should not be allowed to carry a gun out in public, concealed or open carry. Unfortunately, these are the people who are most likely to obtain a weapon and use it with intent to harm others. After the shootings this past week in Florida, gun advocates have made themselves once again heard. What gun advocates don't understand is that even if guns were made illegal, there would still be killings on a daily basis and mass murders. Our country doesn't have a gun problem. We have a heartless, entitled, and godless problem. These laws are all put into place to follow the Second Amendment. You have the right to carry a gun to protect yourself. You do not have the right to carry a gun with the intent to harm. Because there are those who will do what they want anyway, does not mean that innocent people should have the right to protect themselves taken away. The end.